Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus again. Remember a time when people were so excited about life and they didn't have time for anybody to tell them about anything negative, or they didn't want to hear it. And life was just going and people were just flowing, and whatever direction the wind blew in, people went that way, and not resisting, it seemed as if everything was cool. But not recognizing that sooner or later the wind is going to die down. And when you can't be moved and shoved by the wind, by what force are you going to be able to move forward? Especially when you have and had no control over where you were going and how you got there, just drifting in the wind. So you find yourself lost. And whatever you can find that works, because that's what you understand, that's okay. And that's an individual thing. And it is as well a group thing. Most people think that way. And so we come and we do and we live and we go. And what our hopes and dreams and aspirations are about anything beyond that, whether it's a life prior to this or a life afterwards, we just don't dwell on that because it really is insignificant to us deep down inside, and we know that because we do not really give it any real attention. We play roles, we easily play roles, but we're not really concerned. And so that kind of brings up the question, why is there to be Armageddon? It has been prophesied, but the question, I'm sure, has been in most of your minds, especially those who love the Lord. Why an Armageddon? Those who don't love the Lord just take it, well, if it comes, it comes. I can't do anything about it, and that's that. But even many of them say, why? If there's going to be an Armageddon, why? Well, I'll tell you why. Armageddon is justice. Armageddon is reaping what you've sown. And there's really not going to be any intervening power to prevent that which you have created, that which you have given life to. It's not going to quit that. But there is an escape door. It's talking about being born again. And that means basically changing your approach to life. You rather not be here than to be here and be a part of little kids whose bellies are busted, whose ribs are sticking out because they're hungry, who are lying on the ground thirsty and sick, and parents are sick and they're just dying. They're living like pigs because there is no one in the world that cares enough about them to stand up for them. And there they are, evidence of our inability to know love, because we sure are not expressing it. And that stuff, if we can allow it to exist, it's like any cancer. If you allow it to exist, it spreads, it spreads, it spreads. We here in America talk about World War II and having only that information that they gave us. And we thought that was so ugly, the way the Germans were. At least those of us who came along in the 50s and 60s, we thought that was so ugly what the Germans did. And now we're living in a day that which we thought was so ugly about Germans is all woven into the fabric of who and what we are. We find out that those people who we call so demonic and ugly and low down and demonic, I mean truly demonic, in Germany, we made sure when Germany was defeated that we reached out and got the worst of them. You see, when I say the worst of them, I'm talking about the best of them in whatever they were, whatever that was their profession. They were the best, which made them the worst because of the damages that they were able to cause on the people. But we reached out and got them. Whoa! And we have built a nation founded on what evilness we can get from people who have been blessed with the ability to do something good. But rather than have that good be the champion of our day, it is used for evil. And we keep it secret to nobody know anything about it. Because if you knew about it, you might not like it. But then we'll create a situation where this stuff which we have done in secret can be called and greatly appreciated at a certain time that we have fixed to sucker you into accepting it. Well, that's the order of the day. But this is why I have to and want to say to you, standing up for what's right means standing up for people. That's basically what you can base what's right or wrong on, how people respond to what is common amongst us all. How people have responded to the rules and regulations that governs that which is common amongst us all. And to say that we are born again, we feel ourselves and all of the people. We know what we want. We know what satisfies us. And so when we see other people, we know what they're satisfied. If they are satisfied, that's right in line with us. But if we see some that are not satisfied, that grabs us because there's something wrong there. And if we stand up for right, we got to fix that. We have to fix that. We can't help it. Why? Because we represent right. Hey, now when you know this, and Armageddon is coming on down, maybe you don't have any business here any longer. Maybe God wants to take you out of here. Maybe God is receiving those who love him now. While Armageddon, this thing of justice is raining down on the world. And the world is so caught up in the world till the world can't see what's about to happen to the world. But at the same time, God's Spirit identifies those who are in love with God's plan by causing them to rise up and speak for God, to act for God. And speaking and acting for God is revealed, the truthfulness of it, in its effect on the people. All of the people. Not just blacks or blacks first because I'm black. No. No. Not men first because I'm a male. No. God's blessing isn't like that. God's blessing comes to you like that, like life. Like life came to you. That's how God's blessing comes to you. And it only comes, why? Because it is the fruit. It is the fruit of your expression. See, I mentioned a moment ago about Armageddon raining down because it is justice. It is justice to those who have denied truth or who have rejected truth, who will not receive truth. And just as Armageddon is justice for them, paradise is justice for those of you who say, I have no partnership with this world. And the reason is because of its joy in causing pain and suffering to so many, and its inability to even consider eradicating such problems. So I have nothing to do with that. And standing up, insisting that this problem is resolved to the extent that either that problem is resolved or they kill you. When they kill you, listen to me. Listen to me. They will kill you now. But when they kill you, it's like this. This has been given to me. So I'm just going to share it with you. You don't have to believe it. It was given to me I'm just going to share it with you. When they kill you, at the moment that you expire, you know, you like take that last breath, it's like somebody slapping you on your butt and waking you straight up. You waking you straight up from a nightmare. Because this world that you are leaving behind to you was a nightmare. And you reap justice. And justice for you is paradise. You enter right just like that in the twinkling of an eye into paradise. So don't let nobody be telling you nothing else. Well, I'm sorry. I almost wanted to say I want you to believe it, but it's so wonderful to me. I know if you could believe it, it would be wonderful for you. But I'm not asking you to believe it. It was for me. And it makes it easy for me to stand here and tell you that the whole world and all of its operations, if it's not trying to eliminate that which is devastating out here to so many of us, if it's not trying to eliminate, I'm not talking about it. No, when you are living in a system which is founded on this junk, there's no way you're going to fix it under that system. So those who are born again know that. And so they have to espouse on system change. And this is what makes the present system so angry, that they have to kill these people. They are saying, get rid of the system. And you know, the system wants everybody on earth to think that it's the greatest system in the world. Now, that's not just this system. That's every system. They want its people to think it's the best on earth so that people can cater to it. God is sending some of us to tell you that all of it is a bunch of crap. Every system on earth, communism, socialism, capitalism, any isms, all of them are a bunch of crap. They are ways to deceive you and keep you from receiving paradise. Paradise that God has prepared for you. But the power of its manifestation is in our hands. And if we have to die for it, then God allows us to come up in it. Believe it if you want to. Thank you so very much. Bye-bye.